No plans, no rules, just me and you. Tonight, anything goes. We'll just chill, just fight. We got all night. Just know, anything goes. Anything goes.
I hope you're ready for this work. This stress got me on edge. I may go berserk. And I've been sipping on this Henny since I left work. Plus you got on that tight skirt. You about to get murked. But first, we can have a little conversation. Cause you've been nominated. I hope that we don't make a baby. Cause them thighs peeking at me and I'm going crazy. And I've been going through it lately. I know it sounds crazy. But you can be that aspirin for this bad headache. I had such a bad day when you can be my medic. My past, I regret it, but tonight I won't sweat it. So let your hair down, baby, and take off the leggings. And please excuse me, I tend to be a little mannish. My man feeling kinda famished, he can do some damage. I really hope you understand it. Now tell me, baby, can you handle it?
No plans, no rules, just me and you. Tonight, anything goes. We'll just chill, just fight. We got all night. Just know, anything goes. Anything goes.
That thing getting soaking wet. I'm touching on your body, kissing all on your neck. I'm in my feelings, so I'm drilling, and you feeling that. Your legs shaking, and you can't seem to get rid of that. Now where my finish at? I haven't had my dinner yet. Your legs with a ceiling, and your head with a pillow at. I gotta give you something that's gonna keep you coming back. I gotta have you running back. Bend that ass to the mat. Yeah, I love the way you throw that ass back. The way you talk to me, the way you make that ass clap. And then you crawl to me, make me hit my cash out. A fucking mall, anything you want, you can grab that. You gon' turn me to a madman. You might as well put your ex in a trash can. Cause ain't no time for making amends. If you got time, then we can just meet up
No
again.
plans, no rules,
I ain't got nothing to do tonight, baby.
and you.
Just me and you.
Tonight,
You gon' be my dinner and dessert, baby. Yeah.
just chill, just fight.
Oh yeah, we gon' kick it.
We got all night. Just
Oh, we gon' have a good time, baby.
anything
Oh, you ain't got nothing to worry about.
anything
I'm a single man. Better believe it. I'll be seeing you in the morning, baby.
It feels like heaven when I look in your eyes. Something's coming over me, and there's nothing that could ever divide us. It's so simple. In darkness you're glowing, in hardships you're more than I need. And you make it seem like it's heaven.
Relationship after relationship. Until I met you, I was taking trips. Highs and lows, disguising those. Ill intent just to ride with hoes. Backseat love, it was meaningless. After crossing paths with you, receiving this, I must admit from my experience, had to slow it down, take it serious. Being with you is like heaven on earth. It's hard to devaluate knowing your worth. What's worse, being on a soul search to never have known love above that hurts. So every day above ground is a blessing. Life is a session, a school full of lessons. Every man ain't a man of impressions. Yet I'm pressing on for that I'm destined in life.
As my stars align, I see me and you intertwine. The passion in my eyes still burn for you. I wonder if you're heaven sent too.
It feels like heaven when I look in your eyes. Something's coming over me, and there's nothing that could ever divide us. It's so simple. In darkness you're glowing, in hardships hardships, you're more than I need. And you make it seem like it's heaven.
In life, it's like there's a shortage on being real. So it's hard for me to tell you how I truly feel. Combining these emotions, I'm toting on this battlefield. Couldn't be a sad or display of zeal. Looking to the sky for some inspiration. Question why lie to my generation? Why deny what I'm carrying inside? Why choose to confuse what is on the rise? So I sit into the skies, all true confessions. I ain't gotta tell no lies. I ain't gotta break ties. Breaking the G code while looking in your eyes. I'm a man of my word, the plan is the surge. Gotta get past the curve. It's more than just an urge. It's more than physical, but got to calm my nerve. Hey.
The need to be loved, to feel authentic trust in you. No confusion, hearts are fusing. I just need you to be true.
It feels like heaven when I look in your eyes. Something's coming over me, and there's nothing that could ever divide us. It's so simple. In darkness you're glowing, in hardships you're more than I need. And you make it seem like it's heaven.
How y'all feeling tonight? My late night vibers. I'm in the building for Late Night Confessions, man. Welcome everybody that's up. Appreciate you for tuning in. I decided to do this Late Night Confessions because, just having a conversation with a close loved one of mine. Had a little deep conversation, and it's on the topic of relationships. So if you want to give your feedback, it's definitely welcome and want it, to be honest with you. So if you're looking at the screen, it says, are women intimidated by an intelligent man? And when I say an intelligent man, let's just push it a little further. He's smarter than you. Think about that for you answer. Think real hard and long, because a lot of people, a lot of women will probably say, oh, I would love to be dating an intelligent man. Until a situation pops up where you think you're right and you thought you was right the entire time. And he bust your bubble and you didn't like that shit. Yeah, so think about it. Let me drop this link real quick. You know how things work over here. I'm not gonna stay on super late because I know it's a late night right now. It's already, but I'm off tomorrow, so I don't give a shit. But if you want to come on the panel, feel free to do so. Telephone number, I already dropped it. I will drop it again. So if you want to call in, you can do that as well. Or like you guys always do, you'll drop it in the chat. But the reason why I prefer people to come up is so we can have a friendly banter, conversation. You feel me? So we're going to get to some more music, and then we're going to get back to the topic at hand. Are women intimidated by an intelligent man? Think about it now. Some of y'all right now probably dealing with one right now and don't know how to deal with it. Because throughout life, you might have chose some old ignorant ass niggas and you probably talk right over your head. But now you have met your match. And it doesn't feel good to say, God damn, I was wrong. That's how it be sometimes. For real. But we're going to crank up some more music and let's get it. I don't need nobody coming around to down me. Been searching for peace, and yes, I finally found it. I broke every chain, and no, I cannot be bound. it. And every little mountain, I'ma just walk around it. It's been the Lord and I thank Him for keeping me grounded. He showed me the truth and keep all the evil from around me. Cause even when people deceive you, He holding you down. Too blessed to be stressed, and nevertheless, I'm screaming that loud. Sometime, but I'm feeling alright. Now I can feel again, feel again, feel again.
Trump, dummy, 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 dummy.
Mook got the keys, Jordan.
Tell me what you worry for, cause you don't have to cry no more, no more, no more. You don't have to cry no more. Tell me what you're looking for, cause you don't gotta look no more, no more. You don't gotta cry no more, you don't gotta look no more. Let me take a second for the women, this song is overdue. I hope you listen till I'm finished. You was just at the beginning, you was racing, now chilling. So I gotta give you credit if nobody else give it. I know you think we all villain, that's a stereotype. But what we gotta deal with, it ain't even much right. Y'all gon' live in my sight. I don't do this for the like, shit, I do it cause it's right. To keep it real, this something like. So I'ma tell you this tonight. For the men across America, I'ma say it for them, baby girl, we cherish it. And ain't no letting up. For you, I'm a competitor. You never been a record, tell the truth, that's why they scared of us. Tell me what you worry for, cause you don't have to cry no more, no more, no more. You don't have to cry no more. Tell me what you're looking for, cause you don't gotta look no more, no more. You don't gotta cry no more, you don't gotta look no more. I gotta stand up for the real men. I'm talking real men. They know who you really is. This world that we living in, they don't wanna feel us in. They try to kill the black and get mad when we attack them and put us on the back end. Be like, look how they acting. They don't see the queens that we have to look at. I'm trying to start a new chapter. Ain't no more fucking the mask. I don't want my kid growing up to be a fucking bastard. They rather see us going backwards cause they know what we have. They don't wanna see our black queens living in a castle. Cause I just want the best and that's really what matters. For the queens and I'm ready for a battle. I ain't never been a coward. Tell me what you worry for, cause you don't have to cry no more, no more, no more. You don't have to cry no more. Tell me what you're looking for, cause you don't gotta look no more, no more. You don't gotta cry no more, you don't gotta look no more. This is for all my black queens across America. You ain't gotta cry no more. You ain't even gotta look no more. We here for y'all. And I'm speaking for every black king all over the world. Stand up, my nigga.
Yeah, that was Cry No More. One of my favorite jams I did. That was a Black Queen salute, man, for all my black queens. All my queens in general. If you rock with me, you a queen to me. Feel me? Chloe, cut the bullshit. Talking about, is it that he's really intelligent or he thinks he's intelligent? Chloe, you ain't the smartest motherfucker in the world, Chloe. Shit. But on a real tip, this guy's intelligent. Yeah. He's real intelligent. And you know how some women, and I'm not judging you on your decisions in men, you just like a man would do. You choose somebody that you attractive to. And the first thing that catches your attention is their looks. But as you get older, it's other things that become attractive to you. And one thing for me is a smart woman. But if a woman catch your heart or a man catch your heart and they might not have all their smarts that you have, sometimes you can overlook that and you can bypass it. But just know you have just accepted that person for who they are, right? So let me go to the chat and see what y'all talking about. MC, I understand if you got a lot of people sleep in the crib, I understand. No love lost. You can just drop your answer in the chat. Or you can call. If not, we can work with it. No problem. Derek, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Derek said, if you want to stay up all night, let's do it. I'm with you, homie. But if you do want to call in, the number is 912-217-3529 or click the link. MC says, no, not at all. I welcome it. I love learning new things and love a great discussion. Me too. God damn it. Me too. And here's asshole. It says the device is not connected. So come on back up. I love a great conversation. That is, oh man. You can win me over with that, for real. You feel me? But all jokes aside, women, y'all control a lot of things, and y'all know y'all got a lot of power with a lot of different things. Here come Chloe. She's back. So let's bring Chloe up.
I see you didn't read my second comment, damn it.
Well, hold on.
Because you were so excited about me calling me an asshole.
No, look.
Look.
I had to go pour me another goddamn drink. You understand?
That's why you shouldn't be an alcoholic.
Well, you shouldn't goddamn be an asshole.
I enjoy it.
What's up? Well, let me look at your goddamn comment. Let me see. I think one of the sexiest types of men is when they are so intelligent. You want to have sex with them. You want to have sex with their brain. How does that happen, Chloe? Explain that one to me.
I haven't figured it out yet, but there's a few people I think like that. Sometimes I'm like, damn.
Well, you know what, Chloe? I bet I can really believe
you know how animated my brain is. That's why.
Yeah. I believe you too, because you like to know and you like to be right, for one. So
no,
if you do it,
I can't help it if I'm right. I wish somebody else would be right once in a while. I get bored with it.
Chloe, I give you the Kanika Jenkins shit. I will give you that all day long.
I don't want it.
We can go toe to toe on any goddamn thing. That shit. I'm a smart dude.
I don't want it. No, for real. I like to hear other people's brains. Other people's intelligence and stuff. I really, even when it ain't Kanika stuff, whatever. But because what happens when we get older is they're not getting any smarter sometimes. And you get tired of re-explaining things.
Who you said? They? Who is they?
People, men, or people.
Don't do that. I knew you was going to hit the men. I knew it. That's why
you asked me too hard. But I mean, I've been in Florida too long. Let me quit. Anyway,
shame.
I'm just saying. It's the same thing with the kids. Even though they get older, they're, as they grow up, you think they're supposed to get intelligent more, get more knowledge. It's like, where's your brains at? But other people, it just seems like they just got brains. I don't know.
Well, definitely it starts at home. So if the kids are growing up and they ain't getting no goddamn smarter, yeah, you got to question the goddamn parents. Not only the teachers, the goddamn parents too.
Unless damn people at the school told them, your kids got the right to do whatever they want and all that other stuff. No, I'm just saying, I think a lot of it has to do with them all smoking weed, that generation under us. I think it just really messed up a lot of their brains. But anyway, that is the most, I think, if to be honest with you, I've always said this in my own personal life. You know how couples will say, oh, can you, if you had your fantasy, whoever, partner, whatever. And it was like, my answer was, it wasn't a specific person, but it was somebody that would be so intelligent that you would want to just screw their brains.
Hey, that's some shit right there, Chloe. Screw their brains.
It really was. He just looked at me like he wanted to hit me, but it was my answer. I was being honest.
Nah, that was some new shit right there. But you know what though? I guess when you're the woman that you are, and you're out on the dating scene, say for instance you was on the dating scene, of course, you don't want nobody that's dumb, of course. So I would assume you would want somebody that's just as smart or not smarter. You know what I'm saying? But I'm speaking, and
I'm not talking about like a nerd type and smartness, not a nerd.
We're not talking about the motherfucker who sit in front of a computer and goddamn break codes and all that shit. I'm just talking about a man who understands life, you know what I'm saying, and lives within the education that he learned, and he took it a step further, went to college, and he knows what he's doing. He carry himself well, and sometimes that intimidates women who didn't take the extra steps that he did. But they might want to date him. He might want to date them because they might be sexy. And then when you get in that relationship with him and y'all come to like conversations where y'all disagree and you feel like you right and this man just broke your ass down and proved that you was wrong, women have so much pride where they can't deal with that type of shit. Right or wrong?
Possibility,
my ass.
I mean, I think it just depends on. It's. I'm gonna sound like an asshole. I know I am, but I was gonna say I ain't been in that position yet for it to happen, but I could see it happening.
I need to have a talk with your goddamn husband.
You want his number?
Let me get to the comments. Hold on. MC said, "I know, but my okay." She's talking about not coming up here. Okay. MC says, "Yep, it's such a turn on when a man can talk intellectually." Hope I'm saying that correctly. You did. You definitely did. But like she said, some women do what I just said they do, and it causes ruckus in the relationship, and that shit can actually end one because they got so much fucking pride. I can't hear you, Chloe.
I think that works both ways. I'm just assuming you must not have ever seen it the opposite way, but you know, in the reverse, where the female is right and she's allowing the man to take the lead, and she's being humble, and she's thinking this is the dumbest motherfucker in the world, goddammit. But she's letting him win.
I got to take on your role right now. I understand that, but I never dealt with that because I'm with you. I haven't dealt with no motherfucker that was just up here and I'm down here. So I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Yeah. But right now the topic is, or the question is, are women? We ain't talking about us right now.
Because you're such a sexist. That's why. I can't say you're prejudiced or racist, so I'm going to have to say you're sexist.
Call me what you want. Now, I'm a man of logic. And sometimes when it comes to these discussions that women will not bend, break, fold, it comes to logic. Logic has to be the winner of the conversation. It's not about right and wrong. It's about what makes the most sense. Logic. And that shit still don't help.
Logically, somebody always has to bend.
Has to. But that's where pride come in.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I know you may disagree, but I think you might partially. Women have more pride than men these days.
Probably. I don't know if it's pride or if it's just stubbornness, but yeah.
Stubborn, pride, whatever.
I'll take it.
Say what?
No. Let me take that back. It depends on the situation. It depends on the person, too. Because if it's somebody that I'm always allowing, if I'm the one that's always bending and always say, okay, let him win. Sometimes you just get mad and you say, you know what, hell with this. Whether I'm right or wrong, I'm putting my foot down, you know.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
Exactly. Now, what you just said is the truth. Because when a man loves a woman, or vice versa, and they love them with everything in them, they will allow them to have it to the point where, okay, you're right. Knowing good damn well they're wrong, but when it comes to the point they pushing too much, you're like, man, fuck this. No, that shit's stupid as fuck.
Thank you.
He could have said it in a better way, but he's 100% right. But he just
God
said,
help the person standing on the other end of my two-edged tongue when that happens too. Because I'm gonna tell them that's what you get because you didn't even graduate high school. Don't let me know your business and then talk to me stupid. Because I'm gonna throw it all back at you.
Yeah, you hit low. Yeah, I know you hit low. I watch you do it every goddamn day.
But I swallow a lot before I hit low. I do swallow. Hey, buddy. I don't swallow that, but okay. Anyway, you know what? Tweedledum and Trey Gang are on live at the same time. And he's in her chat at the same time. How is that possible?
You got multiple pages, must be. I don't know.
I think he just got another tab open. Yeah, somebody else is like, oh no, he's got somebody else cloning him or some shit. I don't know what the hell. I don't even know anymore. Those two done went off in left field so far they ain't gonna be able to bring them back except for straight jackets.
I mean, we did it. We went live at the same time. You was in my chat. I was in yours. So you didn't think they were smart enough, did you?
I don't think it wasn't like that though.
Oh.
You and I were streaming each other's lives though. She was just talking some crap, and I guess somebody must have went and told him, and so he kind of popped over and got in her chat and said some shit. And
he was probably open up another tab. Like I can open up one right now and go to yours, but I'll have to mute this one.
Yeah, I think that's probably what he was doing. Because he's always constantly playing everybody else's video, so he could just be letting that run, and people think he's still sitting there, even though he ain't. Man, these people are so far out there. I'm about ready to just close the book on Kanika. They out there too far now. Yeah. They're getting really, really bad.
It's just like I think Gabby said the other day. It's like there's no more new information. There's no more new information that the real YouTubers that support the J4K community they can put out. We're gonna have these newcomers that come in. And they're going to recycle the information that they see from a lot of us, and then they're going to put their own twist to it. That's just what's going to happen. When we know why they're doing it.
Harder than a Twizzler, though. And like I told her, I said, yeah, there's not any new, like I've got a lot of content that I've never put out. It's not anything that's going to change the narrative.
Exactly.
But it's still stuff, you always have that, that one question in the back of your mind. It wasn't nothing important, but it's still, you'd like to find out that answer, stuff like that, and that's why I still put out, some videos, here and there like that, because like, oh yeah, by the way, have y'all ever seen this or whatever, but nah, I just, and I ain't gonna lie, she just messed up. She's got her kids, grandkids, or somebody talking to her. And he goes, what's your address? And she gave out her address. I don't know if she was stupid. She did it. Now, that's the worst thing you can do is come pick at me, and I know your address now. So let me just be quiet.
Hey, MC, I'm glad you woman enough to say that. So with that being said, let me play this song real quick. You know what it's called? It's called Pride.
I know as a man, I got pride. And I damn sure know nowadays, women got pride too.
Trail snap.
But when it comes to a friendship that's worth something, man, sometimes you gotta think about it. Is it really worth it? Don't throw that shit away over some bullshit, man. Real shit. We all got pride, but it don't matter. Just take a look at the situation, be better. Nobody wanna let up. Everybody feeling fed up. We so competitive, nobody can say we regular. We all got pride, but it don't matter. It don't matter. They let that shit go pimpin'. It really don't matter. We so competitive, nobody can say we regular. Let the pride take us out. Oh no, we cannot do that. Screw that. I'm like a Rubik's Cube. You can't undo that. This beef is really so foolish. I think that we really knew that. But this is where I'm confused. Nobody won't make a move. I'm a man and I know the rule. Put aside my little attitude, and I do what I gotta do. It ain't nothing I gotta prove. I respectfully came at you at an angle you ain't approved. You became a stranger I knew. I noticed you changed your move, but I guess you thought it was clue. I don't get it. What is you doing? You can't tell me that I was rude. And you know me, I'm not a fool. And you know I play by the rule. I'm the realest and I can prove. From the music up to the movie, together we never lose. How we went The beefing from cooler to dissing when we was groovy. You don't see it, but pimp, we lose it. I'm done with all the confusion. Can't look at me as a nuisance, and I prove it in all my music. Be the bigger man, now I can't do it. We all got pride, but it don't matter. Just take a look at the situation, be better. Nobody wanna let up, everybody feeling fed up. We some competitor, nobody can say we regular. We all got pride, but it don't matter. It don't matter. They let that shit go pimpin'. It really don't matter. We some competitor, nobody can say we regular. Hey man, all that pride, man, we gotta put it to the side, man. It's a greater cause and a bigger picture, man, that's being painted right before your eyes. Don't be the destruction of that beautiful artwork, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard that, didn't you? We all got pride, but it don't matter. Everybody tend to take on that competitive spirit. I'm right and you wrong. Who gives a fuck? Let's fix this shit. You feel me? Oh, my fault. Let me take you off mute. My fault. My fault. There you go. You unmuted now. Hey, I'm sorry. See how easy that was?
Hey, no, you know what? I don't think it's so much I'm right, you're wrong type of a thing. I think it's just that the world people are changing with the world. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? You're absolutely right, because think about it. Back in the day, there's a lot of things we would not accept or make excuses for. Nowadays, when we see the younger generation do things, and we know good and goddamn well back in our generation it wasn't accepted, and we know goddamn it's damn sure not morally right, we make an excuse on why they do it and let it slide. Why does that fucking happen?
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Understand? It's like, go ahead.
I was gonna say, no, like 15, 20 years, well, about 15 years ago, something like that. I don't know what. Anyway, but, I even for myself, I was like, okay. And I would just go. But I think for me, things did really change. And it just happened to be about the same time that Kanika passed away. But at the same time in my own life, I was coming to a part where it was like, you know what? I already spent all my life doing for everybody else. Kids, husband, father-in-law, whatever. Basketball, baseball, the whole 9 yards. And then it was kind of like, you do that in my mind as a couple, as a parent, whatever, whether you're single or married, it doesn't really matter, but you're doing it because, somewhere in life, you're going to feel like you've reached a point where you've accomplished these things and stuff like that. But you get to a point, I got to a point in my life, it was like, wait a minute, I done washed dishes for 40 years. I don't want to wash dishes no more. That type of thing. Kind of the kids were already grown and out of the house. So, kind of get to that point. And it's a lot. I think a lot of things like that in life hit me kind of all at the same time. It's like, I was just tired of a lot of things. And I was like, it did bring out the Tasmanian devil, whatever, and it's like, shit, nope, I ain't giving nobody a chance. Shut, nope, I was quick like that. And so I have noticed that.
And now the fact that you actually noticed that, do you do anything to try to correct it? Or do you think it's okay to be that way?
You should have met me the year before you met me. I corrected the hell out of it. What you talking about? No, I mean, honestly, I on the internet, I did feel like, okay, you got to slow down. Don't just snap real quick, because sometimes people, they just don't know or whatever. And I was making assumptions, when they'd say something. But in real life, I mean, it's hard to tell because I became more of a hermit crab because I didn't want to deal with people, because in my mind, it's like, you know what? The whole world's gone stupid. People are just gone stupid. I don't even want to deal with them no more. And that's still part of that asshole mentality, I guess. But still, it's like everywhere I go, it feels like I'm frustrated looking at people acting stupid in a way, or listening to people talk stupid. It's like, so how does someone go out?
Okay, let's do it this way. So
What?
let's say you brought up a situation to your husband where is something that you felt should change or something y'all should start doing differently, and you felt strong, your whole heart was all in it, but he didn't feel that way, and he brought up a logical reason that it shouldn't go that way, but in your heart,
Damn,
you
you're gonna make my
wanted
brain think hard.
you wanted to. Your heart saying no, this is where I want it to go. And you know how women is when they get at a certain age, they
Well,
in their ways. They in
when
their
you
ways.
say
They're not hearing
logical,
that shit.
when you're saying logical, that doesn't mean that we feel like it's logical, though. You see what I'm saying?
I think logical. When we say logical, I think it's more leaning towards morally right. The thing that's gonna make the most sense. Now, everybody don't think the same, but when I say
Yeah.
logical, it's like, don't stick your fucking hand on the stove. It's gonna burn you. You know what I'm saying? That's logic. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's an easy situation to understand, but when it comes to relationships and yeah, it can be finances, it can be whatever.
Well,
If
okay.
you want to go buy a brand new motherfucking stove, and hubby want to buy a fucking brand new lawnmower to save money from paying this motherfucker for cutting his yard, but you want the motherfucking stove because he complaining about you ain't cooking like you used to. Well, you like, motherfucker, if you want me to cook, boy, I want this goddamn stove. Well, he like, if you want me to save some fucking money, let me buy this lawnmower. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
you
situations
just my
like
entire
that.
life. Because it'd be like, oh, you know what? You can buy a stove, you can buy a lawnmower. I don't give a fuck. I still ain't gonna cook if I don't feel like cooking. So you just missed that whole thing. But what I'm saying is, generally,
Goddamn.
one person when you come to that bump in the road like that, both people aren't going to think that what's being said is both being logical. And I mean, because I mean, the one person that is being logical, let me put it like this: the one person that's being logical, they're going to sit there, they're going to be thinking, I can't believe this other person can't see this is logical, and the other person is going to be saying, I don't see how this person thinks that this is logical. They're stupid. You see what I'm saying? I can't think of a situation where any couple would, if they were bumping heads like that, unless one of them was just deliberately being an asshole, that they're going to agree that whoever, that's why they're bumping heads, because one person doesn't feel like it's logical.
And that's a problem, because logic is logic. You know what I'm saying? I think it's almost logic. You compare logic to common sense, but then again, sense ain't common these days.
I was gonna say, unless you're on the same, you got two people on the same mentality level, then they're not gonna think that one's gonna think it's logical and one's gonna think it's not logical. But I can tell you this, out of experience, whether it's husband and wife or whether it's friends or kids, it don't matter what. But in any relationship, when I have felt like I give it to them, okay, fine, go ahead. Okay, fine. Even if I don't agree with it, okay, fine, go ahead. After a while, what it feels like, it turns into then I feel like it's turning into me being bullied.
Because he doesn't agree.
No, like if I constantly give in to the same person all the time.
Right. I got you. Well,
it starts turning into being bullying, and then that's where the resentment starts coming in. And that's when you start becoming an asshole. Because you know what? I'm tired. I want something my way once in a while. You see what I'm saying?
I understand that 100%, because a man that truly loves his wife, and I'm not trying to say the woman doesn't, but he's gonna do. They say happy wife, happy life. He's gonna do everything to make her happy, because when she's happy, the relationship goes well. Well, do you know how long that can go? Because sometimes the wife get used to that yes.
Yeah,
and then
my parents.
finally says no, it becomes a fucking problem. And that's where,
and it's like my mom's passed away in 2005, but I look at their relationship and I'm like, my dad was always a yes ma'am. No matter what she wanted, she got it. If she said go do this, he went and did it. Whatever. If they ever really got mad at each other, we never saw it as kids. I mean, I'm sure they had to have some arguments sometime, but we never saw it ever. To this day, we never saw it. But even since she's passed away, he still he never dated nobody. He never, nothing. But, when he got sick, first thing he said was, I'm ready to go see your mom, He's always been truly in love with my mom. But to watch my mom, I don't think she was the type that knew how to show love the same way. So as kids, we're looking at it like, she don't love Dad, but she, we didn't know nothing. You know what I mean? Because she was just
Right.
the rowdy one, I guess you could say. But I don't know. It's just, you don't see couples like that no more. You don't. Because what happens is one side ends up getting resentful.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing. What you said, we don't see that, and I try to live by what I seen my grandma do, because I seen my grandma, deal with things with my granddad that she shouldn't have to. But one thing she never did was she never gave up on him. She loved him still when he even did some fucked up shit, which he didn't do it like continuously. He made a mistake. She put them paws on his ass too. But one thing she didn't do was when like her daughter's like, get rid of him. He needs. She does. Shut up. Get the hell out of my goddamn house. They'll shut up too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what some men who watch their parents or their grandparents do. That's what they want in a woman, someone who loves them unconditionally, which I don't believe in unconditional love, because I think the only person who loves us unconditionally is God. But for somebody that will fight for their marriage like that, that's what a man wants. Because if a man's gonna do what he has to do to make his wife happy, she should do the goddamn same. And it's not like that no more. It's not. I don't give a damn.
I'm gonna say it like this. I have seen and witnessed relationships where that's happened. And after 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, whatever, it stays that way. And like my oldest daughter had said one time, she goes, you see relationships like that. And she says, what we as the next generation have watched that, and what we've learned is that it's not worth it, because one party is always doing the fighting for the relationship and the other party's not. And they feel like that they've never achieved the goal of the happiness in the relationship type thing. And I didn't get that. When my daughter said it, but after a while it sunk in. I could understand what she was saying. Yeah.
Let me just go to the chat, because MC she's talking as well. She said everybody can be prideful at times. Too much pride is a turnoff. Damn right. No damn doubt about that shit. But she did agree with something you said. I'm not 100% sure what it was, but we need to pay attention. Well, I need to pay attention to the chat.
It's I see it.
Yeah, she said she don't like a yes man. I don't either. And you know what? And when I'm glad you brought that up. I think you brought it up, but being that I'm reading it now, when a situation happens in a relationship and the person go get advice from family members, and if they tell them the truth, and knowing good and damn well they're wrong, their family like, girl, let's leave his ass. You know what I'm saying? And then the woman or the man, which very seldom happens that way, they'll just think they right. And that's not helping the situation.
Yeah.
So one thing I would do if I'm dealing with shit, I keep that shit to myself now, because
I was going to say most family members are going to just side with that person. Even if
that's
that
not the right way to go.
It's not right, but that's what happens.
It is.
Because that person's good. And I really can't even blame the family, because that person is going to present it to the family when they're complaining and telling them whatever it was that happened. They're going to tell them their version of it. And their version of it may not be exactly how it really happened.
Absolutely.
She just always want to be an asshole. I could hear it.
Yeah, me personally, I want to know if I'm wrong. So I'm going to tell you the situation, how it happened. Not how I see it, how it actually happened. I'm going to give you from the first point to the last point. This is how it happened. Now, this is how I feel. This is how she feels. Tell me how you feel about it. Who right, who wrong, or what should be the best or the next step taken to fix this shit. That's the only way the shit gonna get worked out.
That should only take place after the two people have tried it themselves.
Right. I agree. Most definitely, you got to try it first before you go outside, because that's what counseling is about. But let me play this song real quick. I'm enjoying this conversation. Here's "Wise Man" by the homie YJ. Check it out.
If you see an intelligent man who tells you where true treasures are to be found, who shows what is to be avoided, and administers reproofs, follow that wise man. it will be better, not worse, for those who follow him.
Back again, I tend to do this often. Chapter 6 entitled The Wise Man. No tough talking, just let it blossom. Far as the eye can see, the wise conceive this notion from experience that's how it's achieved. Deviant looks around the forward thinking, but the wise stay grounded, free of attachments. Limits are boundless. Can you move mountains? You never know if you don't try. Rather you take a loss than never know if it's your time. And it's no shame in a loss, and I can bet that. Cupcake told me just be yourself, and I respect that. Wise words spoken to me, I sit back, observe. Once I listen, this is what I heard.
Do not have evildoers for friends. Have virtuous people for friends. Have for friends the best of men.
Yeah, look, when I say peace, it is not just an informal greeting. Likewise, when I start a speech, I don't just rap, I'm trying to stop the bleeding. Mentally purging these troubling thoughts. Distractions. Turn a blind eye, we advise you not to give them traction. And the wise travel different from the masses. I awoke out of a slumber after the party, had to break my habits. Talk to him.
As a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, wise people falter not amidst blame and praise.
Yeah, chapter 6, another chapter out the Dhammapada. A whole lot of quotes, so solid, no jokes, no bravado inside what I wrote. Tell them how it go. Hindsight 2020 is past tense. The root of a suffering heart is attachment, so let it go. It takes training to attain peace, and you can't walk the path till you become the path. Hey, speak to him.
Whether for his own sake or for the sake of others, a man wishes neither for a son, nor for wealth, nor for lordship. And if he does not wish for his own success by unfair means, then he is good, wise, and virtuous.
Righteous, been through the crisis, couldn't let that leave me lifeless. My advice is to fight this, stay on point when the lights hit, time for the action. Push a hard line, I don't do fractions. I'm not saying I'm wise, I'm saying I try. I'm not the one conveying a lie, displaying my pride. It's not what you say, it's how it's applied. Chapter 6 entitled The Wise Man. Listen close and let this chapter be the guide, fam, I'm just saying.
Few are there among men who arrive at the other shore, become arhats. The other people here run up and down the shore. But those who, when the law has been well preached to them, will pass across the dominion of death, however difficult to overcome.
Yeah, did y'all hear that shit? Hey, I swear to God. Hey, okay, I got y'all from you. I swear to God, I just want to hear that song. But did you hear the fucking message in that song?
Yeah.
Jeez. What you think about it? What you think about it, Chloe?
It's deep. I tell you that.
Very deep.
Almost spiritual. Almost spiritual.
Yeah. It actually is, because it's about the Dhammapada, which that's a cupcake. You know, that's that Buddhist religion, if I may say. But you know, YJ just put his own thoughts to it when he's rapping, but she's speaking actually from the Dhammapada. But
and you know, I don't know nothing about that. So see, I must have felt some of it.
You felt some of it? Shit. Let's go to the chat, see what MC talking about, since she's the only one talking. She tell me when I'm wrong, and it's okay to tell me no, especially when it's necessary. I might not like it, but I will live is how I feel. Hey, MC, I don't know if you're being honest, but you speaking real, and that's what a man won't. You know what I'm saying? A man will never try to, if he care about you, especially if you got God, any spiritual aspect in your relationship, he's not going to lead you anywhere that God wouldn't want you to go, hopefully. And that works both ways. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't deal with the fact that the man's supposed to be the king. You know what I'm saying? The last say-so action is supposed to go to him if you're married. But some people like to pick out what they want to hear from the Bible and say, well, what did it say this too? Well, I ain't got to listen to you. It's not about listening to nobody. It's about having a healthy relationship and both of y'all having each other back and making the best decisions for y'all to continue and to make sure you have a long-lasting, healthy relationship. That's how I see it.
Yeah. A lot of people want to pull Bible out whenever they want to use it to their advantage.
Preach. Amen. You're absolutely right. And that ain't how it works.
Like, well, I mean, even on a, excuse me, on the touchy subject, like when they say, okay, God says that you're supposed to stay married, y'all supposed to work things out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you know what? I don't think, this is my opinion, and God can strike me if he wants to, because he done did it a few times before, but I don't think God wanted you to stay in an unhealthy relationship if it's unhealthy. You know, what, and I say that with several different meanings, you know, whether he's beating you up or whether he's hurting the kids, you know, anything like that, you know. God didn't mean for you to stay in a relationship like that, you know.
I mean,
probably didn't mean for you to be in that relationship, so he's going to excuse you out of it. You know, some people aren't. I'm gonna say men, because generally it is the man that beats up the woman or beats up the kids or hurts the kids, you know, type of thing when it does happen. So, you know, some men just need to be institutionalized and not be married and being a parent or anything. You know, those types of guys. So
yeah, I can understand
if you're unfortunate to have married one of them, then you know, God don't expect you to stay there and kiss, you know, just okay, hit me again, you know.
But you know, the Bible also says the only way acceptable out of marriage is death or, you know, cheating. Infidelity.
Well, let's put it like this. I'm not saying that means to go off and get married to somebody else or whatever. And a lot of times, I think that the translation of it would be similar, even if you were to get a divorce, because they didn't. I mean, back in the Bible days, they didn't have divorce as a step for anything. There was no divorce. It was just y'all ain't together no more, and that's it, type of thing. You know, if they did leave each other, you know, the woman would just stay there with the kids and keep raising them. The man was out doing whatever he was doing, wherever in another country, whatever type of thing. But you know, in that aspect, that to me is like, okay, well, in the eyes of somebody, she's still married, but you know, she's not with the man doing her bad like that, or doing the kids bad. You know,
yeah, I can do that.
Because if you say death, well, she might turn into doing the burning bed shit to beat his ass and try to catch the mattress on fire or some shit. Now he's dead now. Goddamn it.
Well, I ain't gonna take it to that point, but
because then if you want to get technical, then you're supposed to take the brother. Then
what
in the Bible, when you become a widow, if you become a widow, the brother's supposed to take care of you. The brother-in-law, the husband's brother, whatever. You never read that in the Bible?
No.
Like when
I heard about godparents taking care of the kids, but not the brother-in-law taking care of the wife. I ain't heard that one before.
If she becomes a widow, and I don't remember if he's not married, he's supposed to marry her. I don't know if that's really what it meant, but he's supposed to like basically just it'd be the same like godparent type thing. You know, come around, make sure she's taken care of, she don't need nothing or whatever, because that was his brother's wife. And his brother's dead now. Some people take a stepbrother and just go on and get married to him, but I couldn't do that.
Whoa, hell no. Hell to the hell no.
I got too much of an animated mind, and I'd have to keep my mouth taped shut and everything else. I just couldn't do it. I might say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't think I can deal with that either. But this is just a little topic I wanted to touch on. I wanted to play a song real quick, but I ain't got the shit ready. But I'll probably be posting it right after this live.
But you know, being told you're wrong is not really bad, because if you are truly wrong and they can show you that you're wrong, now you're learning something new. So you're you're leveling up your intelligence.
No, most definitely, but a lot of people don't like to feel like the dumb one out the situation.
Well, there's a proper way of doing it. You can't go up tell them you're dumber than a box of rocks and shit, and then think they're gonna listen to you.
Yeah, I would like to see how you would have this conversation with anybody.
Well, generally,
Yeah.
I very let me say it like it. Seldom have I reached that point where somebody could teach me something on a level of something. How do you say it? Something that I'm familiar with, because generally whatever I'm familiar with is the same way, it's just the way I am. I know all about it. But if it's something I don't know about, yeah, teach me. I like to learn new things, but don't come at me telling me you so dumb, this and that. Look, just because you're the only one to know about it, it probably doesn't even exist. See, I'd have to come at you like that.
I can dig that.
You ain't got to belittle somebody.
And that's what a lot of people do, and that's why people stop listening.
Yep.
That's when people actually stop listening, because the way you actually address them and how you talk to them, now they feel like you're being a dickhead, or you just want to be right, instead of, hey, listen, I'm not trying to make you feel bad or make you feel slow, but this is how it has to be, or this is how it should be. And you got to have supporting facts. Of course, I'm not just going to believe anything you goddamn tell me.
And to be honest with you, I never realized that so many people think that when you do say something to them and you tell them, no, it's not like that, it's really like this. And, like with the Kanika case, what I learned is it never occurred to me that when I was telling people that, showing them here, this is what it really is, that they were taking it like I was telling them they were stupid or something like that. Because I never meant it in that way. Where a lot of people felt like that's what I was doing.
Well, I never took it that way, but it's just the approach. It's just the approach, because, you in your mind, just like you said, when people in a relationship, both of them might not think what the other is thinking is logic. You wasn't thinking that you was being an asshole because you're just being who you are, and you didn't mean no harm. But if you hear from more than one person, hell, several people that, hey man, your goddamn approach is fucked up, then maybe you need to take some time and just think about it and listen. Go back and listen. If it's alive or something like that, or recorded, then go back and listen to yourself talk and see how someone could take that shit.
Yeah, I have, and I saw it. It wasn't verbal. It was written out, texting, but still, yeah, that's why I said I have recognized that, and I do try to keep that on the front burner when I'm speaking or whatever, because I'm not trying to come across as a know-it-all type of thing, But now that you brought that up, though, let me ask you this: when you are right, though, and somebody tells and somebody tells you you're not right, you always think you're right, type of thing, and you do hear that from more than one person, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're not right, though.
It doesn't. Again, you may come across as a know-it-all, but in actuality, you may be right about majority of the shit you talk about. It's just like when someone always say, I did this, I did that. It could be true. Like, let's say, for instance, Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant said, I did this, I did that. It's a team sport, but you fucking really did most of the fucking work. You coming across as an asshole or a selfish or just about you. You know what I'm saying? That's how people.
Yeah, I see that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that.
That's how people can take it. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you ain't right, but when you said, I tried to tell you, motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, damn, okay, we got you.
Well, see, and to be honest with you, that's one thing in life I really try not to ever do, the I told you so thing, because I feel like that does make me look like an asshole.
And you know one thing, women don't like a nigga to say, I told you so. Can't stand it. Can't stand it. But let me hit this song real quick. I'm getting this video right ready, and I'm going to play that. I'm about to play about it.
see the hate, I can see the envy, I can see the love, I can see the friends, I can see the enemies. I can see the takers, fakers, display insecurities. I can see the ones who kept it real with me. I see it all. I see who got my back, want me to ball. I see the outside, they want me to fall. I see the ones who I can't call. I see it all. I see
Man,
it
that's why
all.
I've seen it all. I've been through so much fucking pain. People say they really love you, but they bring thunderstorm rain. When you don't have nothing to offer, then they boarding on the train. I swear them niggas ain't shit, like a bunch of toilet stains. I bet we all had someone that just worked with us for that fame. Then they get mad at us for calling them out of them playing games. My level must be Hall of Fame. Since y'all treat me like I'm 2K, y'all niggas must be some avatar. Cause all you niggas is fake. And y'all making my life so great, cause I'm just dropping this dead weight. Cause I don't have the time to be in them trenches with dirty snakes. I feel the ops will always be the people smiling in your face, so I just hold my chopper close just in case I gotta spray.
I can see the hate, I can see the envy, I can see the love, I can see the friends, I can see the enemies. I can see the takers, fakers, display insecurities. I can see the ones who kept it real with me. I see it all. I see who got my back, want me to ball. I see the outside, they want me to fall. I see the ones who I can't call. I see it all. I see it all.
I see the ones that got my back and never switch up on me. We ain't even gotta share no blood, but we some real homies. I swear that loyalty goes a long way, cause it's a real trophy. Man, I got that Mamba mentality like my name was Kobe. Cause a nigga hate attitudes that stanker than some balloon. Nobody likes being in deep waters with a couple of bogeys. Even if they fuck with you, them niggas still are fake and phony. That's why I'm a lone wolf, just like I'm a wild coyote. I must be that god of mischief, that's just why they call me Loki. Or could it be the way I get them back when they get too cozy? I'm not too fond of forgiveness, that make niggas think I'm unwhole. Long as I take care of my wife and kids, I never get lonely.
I can see the hate, I can see the envy, I can see the love, I can see the friends, I can see the enemies. I can see the takers, fakers, display insecurities. I can see the ones who kept it real with me. I see it all. I see who got my back, want me to ball. I see the outside, they want me to fall. I see the ones who I can't call. I see it all. I see it all.
Body to beat global. Hey, we ain't playing with you.
I know that hindsight is 20/20, and my sight is getting blurry. We short on time that was given to us. Life is hard, but I'm living through it. And it's a God, but sometimes make you wonder why he put us through it. My grandma had a fucking tumor. They told me she was about to die. Blow a nigga about to lose it. Who lives or die? I don't understand why. And I need a little time for my mind. I just need a rewind. I just need a rewind. Why can't everything just be fine? Why the love once you taking gotta be mine? And when you took Lex, we could see the sign. I still feel it wasn't time to have an open mind. Now we won't know the date and we won't know the time, but this thing on my wrist, it can hold it fine. I need an overtime. Think I just broke the rewind. I got a request for more time. If I could rewind time, I would go back in time, rewrite a couple lines, speak everything that's on my mind. Make sure my grandma, she doing fine. It takes a little more time, a little focus on my rhymes. Only if I could rewind time, I would bring the good people back. I would cut our people some slack, but I never would change the fact that I'm black. So what my timepiece?
I wish I knew what I know now. I would've stopped living so fast and slowed down. I wouldn't never grip no gun and bust rounds. I wouldn't never sold one drug. I live love proud. I wouldn't hit. I made straight A's and be proud. I wouldn't never start fucking drinking and smoking loud. I live with so many damn regrets. My past is a mess. I look at my timepiece. I only got seconds left. My pain I suppress. I self-medicate, it's like I'm boxing death. I'm a heavyweight while I'm breathing, Holmes. I'ma get it straight cause I can't right my wrongs. At heaven's gates, tears flow down my face as I dream chase. I ain't got time to spare, no minute to wait. Sound of that clock tick making me mad, cause I wanna rewind it back and have a talk with my dad. If I could rewind time, I would go back in time, rewrite a couple lines, speak everything on my mind. Make sure my loved ones are doing fine. I'm running out of time. I'm blessed when that sunrise. Only if I can rewind time. Only if I could. I would bring good people back. I would cut our people some slack, but I would never timepiece.
Must value her at her proper worth. Take the time to prioritize what come first. Every moment lost is a moment that can't be reclaimed. So ashamed, we act as if you don't know her name. Women call her father time. We say mother nature. See the signs and symbols through faces. She surely take you through a 24,000 year end sun cycle. Witness the reincarnation. Hasten we call Michael, the supreme in the flesh. Dreams are manifest through confirmation. In fact, I feel blessed. See many obsessed, feeding forces of unrest. Yet, obey your thirst is what they suggest. Material wise, bring side demise through the technological advancement. You think that we would rise, but to the opposite, view it microscopic. All this bullshit, we need to stop it.
If I could rewind time, I would go back in time, rewrite a couple lines, speak everything that's on my mind. Make sure my grandma, she doing fine. It takes a little more time to focus on my rhymes. Only if I could rewind time, I would bring the good people back. I would cut our people some slack, but I never would change the fact that I'm black. So what my timepiece? So what my timepiece? I would bring the good people back. I would cut our people some slack, but I never would change the fact that I'm black. So what my timepiece?
That was Timepiece. I just want to just touch on what you just said, Chloe. You said, I start off by saying, don't take it the wrong way, and people still take it the wrong way. I noticed that as well, because what happens is when you say that to somebody, they are preparing themselves to take it the wrong way because they know what you're about to say may offend them. You know what I'm saying? Even though you told them, I don't mean no harm by what I'm finna say. You feel what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. It's almost like I'm setting my own damn self up.
Exactly. 100%.
But I feel like if I say something and then I come back and I say, no, that's not how I meant it. Oh, yes, you did. You know, it's like, yeah.
It's like,
that's why I said I don't like people no more because it's like, damn, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, damn if I do.
Damn if I do, damn if I don't.
I'm gonna find an island and I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna get some internet and a TV. That's it. That's all I need. Chat.
All right, I'm gonna get
People
ready.
Changing faster than I can accept them.
Say that again.
The people are changing faster than I can accept it.
It's the age of the internet. That's all I can say about that. That's all I can say because the way things happen nowadays is because a lot of things are influenced on what people see, what people
Social
post.
media.
Yeah, social media is a gift and a goddamn curse. Give me one second. I'm trying to download this damn this song and shit. I can retard it.
Who was it? Somebody was saying something the other. I don't know if we were on live or if they said it here at the house, but they were saying, could you imagine trying to find? Yeah, I think it was when we were on live the other night with the mother that had her son killed in 2018 that night. Somebody said something. Could you imagine trying to look stuff up on, like we're doing now, but with the internet? But if we didn't have the internet,
right?
Yeah, you'd be sitting out there at the courthouse just waiting for them to unlock the doors and hoping that you can scroll through the microfilm as fast as you can to find it and then burn your eyeballs out. Yeah, I used to do that shit. So.
Take that back out.
But at the same time, an overload of information don't do no good either.
I agree. I definitely agree. Did you check out Heather Live about the Kanika and the
yes.
What? Yeah. Okay.
I was all up in it so much I was driving. I'm talking to people in the chat. Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. Ain't no Fowler twins and Kanika ain't no twin. I thought I was gonna wreck. I was so scared. But yeah, I thought we were talking prior to her going live, and I thought that she was going to be taking a different route than what she took. But it was still, somebody said something to me in the chat, or they said, hell of a chick, this is your chat, right? And I felt like you talking to me now. So I said, yes, this is her chat, but she invited us here to help answer questions in the chat, which was true. Almost. It was more like, can you just slap some people around if they need to be slapped around? But still, because we were making jokes talking about, I guess I says, she's got Shamika B in there. What she need me be a pit bull for? Making jokes like that. But, as well as I do, and she's got a lot more people in her chat than you and I end up always having.
Right.
It's hard to keep up with people. It's hard. I mean, I don't have 10%, 5% of what she has in her chat, and if I didn't have somebody helping me on the panel, everybody'd be mad because I'd miss all the comments.
Okay, I thought somebody else was in here. Yeah, I don't know how she did what she did, but I salute her for building her channel the way she has. Most definitely.
Yeah, really nice. She makes me laugh though. Like when I said, I typed in something, when I said something about it's downright shitty. That's what I wrote. And she read it right off there, and she goes, and I agree it is. It's downright shitty because I'm not used to hearing her talk like that on live. And I'm like, oh, let me be quiet before I be a bad influence on her and run off all her people.
Let me ask y'all this. How do y'all feel about, I don't know if you've seen what they're doing to the track star, Shakira Richardson. They found marijuana in her system. Now remember, let's go back to the Olympics when Michael Phelps, the swimmer, they found weed in his. They didn't do nothing to him. Now they just suspended her for 30 days, right? But from what I heard is the 30-day suspension is supposed to end prior to the Olympics. So she may still be able to run, but I don't know how true that is. Why, we were just talking about Bill. Why it seems like they always
Bill's got a different story. Bill's a different storyline because that's a different line he crossed than THC. I think I don't know the story behind it, but I think that because even though I don't smoke weed, I don't even like the weed, but because weed is legal in so many states, I don't know what harm it's doing her to punish her for 30 days. I mean, are they taking a paycheck away from her? I don't know. But as far as being able to participate in the Olympics, that would be over the top, taking that away from her.
And that's what they're trying to do. And
to be honest with you, I don't know if the government is involved with the Olympics like they used to be, like in the black and white TV days. But if they are, then the government's going to find a way not to let them do that because the government's all about winning the Olympics. At least they used to be. I haven't kept up with them no more. My daughter was actually supposed to be in the Olympics back in 2016, and it didn't work out that way, so I ain't even paid attention no more.
Yeah,
she took a left. My daughter took a left, so. Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. I just felt like the shit
you
was
brought up
bogus.
Bill. I got a question for you. I was thinking about this tonight when I was working. And I was debating. I don't even know if I want to ask you because in my mind when I was working, I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this on a live and I'm going to tell boss I need you on the panel. And I was going to pop this question on you. But I guess I don't do it like that because that might not be fair. But what you said about Bill with, the women taking the drugs or not taking the drugs or whether he did it sneaky or not, whatever, okay? Would you feel the same way that you're feeling about Bill? If it was Robert De Niro, because there's rumors about him doing shit like that when he was younger, and it was black females that was coming up and saying that he raped them, would you feel the same way?
Well, let me say this first and foremost, and then.
Or do you really feel like it's the NBC thing?
I truly feel like it's the NBC thing. You know what I'm saying? I in Hollywood, period.
Deal.
Huh?
Maybe I'm just stupid, but I mean, I don't feel like, so what? Who cares who owns it? In my opinion, I don't give a damn who owns NBC.
Well, I can't tell you why, but that's just what I see. And a lot of other people see the same thing. You can actually go to a lot of big YouTubers. They're talking about that right now.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Now,
seen it, but I haven't chimed in on it because it's like, to me, okay, if Bill Cosby bought out NBC, what's going to change? Is he going to put his reruns on there? That's about it. I mean, I don't see that he's going to do something so traumatic that's going to just disrupt the world.
I don't know what Bill would do if he ended up with it. I couldn't answer that question, but maybe they just don't want him to own it. I can't tell you why. That's a great question, but to go back to your first question, I don't judge nobody for what they do. But in the world that we facing today and what we dealt with for so long, that's why a lot of this comes up about race, because of what we deal with. Everything seems that is racially driven. Now, some of the things that we may accuse people of might not be that way, but that's just the way we see it right now. In our mind, it's just like motherfuckers is against you. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, with him, if it wasn't a racist world, I wouldn't give a fuck if he I would say the same thing about Robert De Niro. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like that, because Robert De Niro probably wouldn't have got arrested. If you think about it, he probably wouldn't have got arrested. That shit probably would have got swept under the rug. But
it probably did get swept under the rug. In my opinion, watching the old documentaries about but now in that case, I mean, I think that those were a lot of the younger females. They may not have been adults. I don't remember which ones he messed with versus other people messing with them. But what I'm saying is that what I've noticed in society, especially on social media, is like that, and this is what bugs me. And I understand what you're saying, because we are living in a racist world. So it's something that sits on that front burner on the tip of your brain all the time whenever situations do pop up. But it's like, if a white little kid gets lost and kidnapped and killed, and it's a black person that does it, then you get a whole different reaction than if it's a little black child and a white person doing it to a little black child.
Again,
I'm talking about the that's what I'm saying. I understand because of it, on the tip of the iceberg in society today. But to me, because I've always felt like I'm in the middle, because yes, my skin looks white, but yes, inside of me, I'm Mexican, so I'm not white. But it's like what ends up happening when I see these stories, I feel like, and I see the comments, I feel like, so what? This kid's not as important because she's a white kid. That's how I feel like. No. I know it's not meant that way, but a lot of times, that's the way those comments come across, and it's like, damn, y'all are cold,
Well, you gotta realize
him because because he killed a little baby, That's the way I look at it,
And first, going back, it's not the fact that some people don't care. Like I told you when we had that conversation in the chat, I mean, in the inbox, like right now, being that we dealt with so much. We may come across as insensitive to other people who deal with the same shit we deal with. You know what I'm saying? Do it happen on a broader scale like ours? No. So when we speak on it, it's not that we're insensitive. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, with the Chinese man shooting the damn white kid, that shit pissed me the fuck off, because I looked at it, if that was my kid, I would have fucking probably went to jail.
Yeah.
But when people say the things that they say, you know what I'm saying, that you may see, it comes across that way. But I think if you have a one-on-one conversation with them, they're like, nah, I'm not saying that I don't give a fuck about that white kid getting raped or getting killed. It's just the fact that it happens to us so much, it almost makes me numb to when it happens to someone else. You know what I'm saying? So it's nobody's life is better than no one else's. You know what I'm saying? So if it happens to anybody and it was wrong, then whoever did it should be. Like if it was a black man who raped a white kid, your ass should be fucking locked up. That's how I feel about it. I have no sympathy for R. Kelly for what the shit he did. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm still gonna listen to his music. But
I won't. That's just me.
I'm sorry. I will.
I mean,
I love it.
I feel the same way like with Michael Jackson. I grew up. I remember sneaking out of this house as a teenager to get up to the little gas station up there so I could buy a little Michael Jackson video. He was on the cover of this magazine or whatever, right? But as an adult, I won't even listen to his music anymore.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that because of what he did. I understand that.
You know.
But let me go back to because I don't want to bypass MC comment. She did state when we was talking about the rape, Shakira. If I
the track runner.
She said she admitted her wrong. She took her suspension like a woman. They should let her be. Well,
if that's the case,
MC, it don't work like that. Cause think about it. Even though that shit petty as fuck, it's just like a person saying, "Yep, I shot his ass in the leg. Can I go free?" It's not gonna work like that. If there are rules and regulations that the Olympics have, it's gonna affect everybody. Now, like I said, Michael Phelps, the swimmer, he had the same situation. He did not get suspended. He was able to swim. So we feel like you should keep that same fucking energy that you had with him, with her. So why the fuck are you suspending her?
When they found it on Michael, was the Olympics already started?
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
I'm asking because I don't know. I'm trying to remember.
I think they was in the midst of I think he had just won a race. Like he dominated.
But I mean, so in other words, the Olympics had already started. The reason why I'm asking that is because that goes back to the government being involved. Because I don't see the government being as involved like they used to be, because back then it was like, yes, America's number one. We won the Olympics. Like if it really meant like we were something more special than everybody else. But the government looked at it that way. And other governments in other countries look at it that way as well.
Well,
now I don't see it being promoted that way. But if when Michael did that, that may be a part of it, why they allowed that. They might have had some inside influence behind the closed doors saying, hey, let him go because he's winning. He's from America.
But did you see how you just came up with a reason on why? They should come up with a reason on why they should let her fucking race. Because it's just, think about weed is fucking, matter of fact, weed is legal in her fucking state.
That's what I'm saying. Because of weed being legal in so many states, then I punishing her, to me, I don't know what punishing her the 30 days is going to do other than get it out of her system to take another test or whatever. But as far as punishing her by taking away the Olympics, I think that's wrong. Because even though I'm one that's always looked at the laws like saying, okay, if it's a drug, it's a drug. And if it says you're not supposed to do it, you're not supposed to do it. So you should be punished. But I have to accept the fact that a lot of states don't punish you for having weed. San Antonio, they don't do it, but in my town, they'll do it. They'll put you in for as many months, years, whatever they can, because I'm in a small town. But a lot like San Antonio and Austin and stuff, they'll be like, just throw it away, because they don't even want to do the paperwork on it. You know,
it's so fucking petty. Like, it's fucking weed. Weed don't kill nobody. It make you hungry, happy, sleepy. That's it.
The old weed, not the new weed. It's a different kind of weed going on now. The new weed make you climb fences and act stupid.
I agree.
But at the same time, like I said, going back to what you said with the track runner, no, it's not like if they found steroids in her or something like that. You know, if it was steroids, it would be because that's enhancing her ability to run and stuff like that. So I could see that, but
exactly, it doesn't help. If anything, that shit slows you down.
Slow her ass down, yeah.
So it's like that shit didn't enhance anything. So I don't feel like they should punish her the way they're trying to punish her, or the way they are going to punish her. I think that's a bunch of bullshit. But I say so don't mean shit. They're gonna do what the fuck they want to do. But again, like you said, why would you hurt a chance of the U.S. winning something in the fucking Olympics if y'all so strong about the fucking U.S. period?
If I don't say that'll give us the insight on how much the government, because like I said, I don't see the Olympics promoted like it used to be when we were kids. But that doesn't mean that it's still not a big deal, you know, to our government, our presidents, or whatever. I don't know. I mean, yes, it's cool and all that, but I don't see it like back in the day when our parents were kids. They had really act like if we just number one, because if we won the Olympics, oh my God, or like we're the first one on the moon. So what? How many people died before that first one got to the moon?
Yep.
I just got a different mentality. I got a different mentality. That's all there is to it.
You do. Definitely different, but you think outside the box, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I feel like you are the devil's advocate, period. And not saying that in a bad way, but you like to think the opposite of what everybody else thinks. But if you can prove the way you think is the correct way, then nobody can get mad at you, which they will, because you're just not going with the norm. And there's nothing wrong with going against the grain, because you can't just go with what everybody else say, because that doesn't mean that 90% of the people agree this way and 10% agree this way. Don't mean them motherfuckers over here 90% is right. You know what I'm saying? Unless you do your research.
I like to tell them when they really make me mad and I got to pull the asshole out, I tell them, just because you've been doing it that way or just because you've been believing that way for 20 years don't make it right.
Facts.
That's when they really get mad. But it's true. I had my manager tell me that one time, and I said, "Shut up, bitch." You know, because it pissed me off. Because I knew I was right, and I knew he was wrong. He just had that little man syndrome.
I'm gonna go ahead and play these last song. I'm gonna get up out of here.
I'm gonna get off of here. I gotta get some work done.
All right.
My sister and my daughter just go crabbing after we got done working at my brother's house. I was like, "Damn, how y'all do that shit? I'm tired, shit."
I love crabbing.
I love crabbing, but I mean, damn, we stopped working up there a little bit after 11. I bring my ass home. I'm sitting on the bed still hurting.
All right, Chloe, I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna play this promo and this song, man. Then I'm gone.
All right, bye.
All right. That was the homie, Chloe. Appreciate y'all, man. MC, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Salute to you. Salute to everybody who tuned in, Derek, and anybody else I miss, anybody else who's sitting here and ain't saying nothing. Selena, I appreciate you, Selena. And but since y'all are here, I'm going to give y'all an exclusive right after this commercial, and then we'll be out of here. So y'all be easy. Love y'all. I will be going live tomorrow night. Tell your folks. Arm & Hammer Game Over is dropping Sunday at midnight. So tomorrow at midnight, tomorrow, 11:59 p.m., leading into midnight, Sunday, we will be right here. And we're going to play a few of the songs from the Arm & Hammer album, Game Over, which drops midnight. So y'all don't miss that. Me and Crucial K will be live. So y'all be easy. Women, for those who can't deal with an intelligent man, question yourself. What's the problem? But for those who can, salute. I'm gone, man.
Good beats.
Seems like you're hanging on to the past too long. She's gone, time to move on. Life is passing you by.
Before I start, hey my nigga killer, give me some nap. We been tired of the naps and niggas in wave cap.
Remember nigga at the Ricks we was hosting. Left flames in the damn mic smoking. I was geeked up, nigga, I was rolling.
Hey, what's happening? You already know, man. You rocking with the best right now. This is the homie Plies, man. You already know I got to do it with the home team, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Arm & Hammer Gang, nigga.
La ciencia.
I'd like to know, are you really ready for some super dynamite?
Look who they got back up in this bitch, son of a bitch. Luke can't kick Pennywise, this is it. We fire, we keep it lit. No commotion, gang control it. On these tracks, we locomotive. Okey dokey, hokey pokey. Niggas not even my smoky. Holy moly, this new way, we about to slow the motion. We get these rap niggas time, now this shit about to expire.
Okay, man, we've been doing this shit for years, man. We was trapping together, rapping together, all that shit, man. But some things had to change at one point in time. Cause we got kids, man. You feel me? Let's go. Hey, I know where they live at. And I know where them pills at. I know them niggas feel that. That's where the real live at.
Body to be global.
Is holding the crown. Coming with pressure, so I suggest you go out of bounds. Don't you try to give me pound, cause I ain't with the dumb shit. I might smile, don't you think that I'ma fuck around? You think that I be rolling, speed bumping the troller, make they team lean low. See my dream team Dakota, and I seen they take note. I may seem to be the boat, I'm the president of my president. All a nigga need is a float. Is that back to back and I'm on it. So these niggas pitiful. They something like a billick. Swear to God that they don't feel me, but I keep they bitches bending. I'm in VIP, they send. I have no clue on what they do it. Tell them bitches, keep it moving. Mama told me about these floozers. These floozers just wanna do me. Take me back into my room and just room me. Can't let them do it. Let's get this shit understood. I know that you want the wood, and I'm pretty sure you got some good jug, but a player can't do it. Shit, you know I came from the hood, so I know the little games that you pull. To tell the truth, it's all good. It's all good. So